Good evening. Good morning. Not evening. Good morning. This is the Coffee Break Net. This is Tom N6H. Yeah, I just woke up. This is the Coffee Break Net here on the W6EK Repeater, All-Star Node 51018, Echolink, and Wires X. We do the Coffee Break Net every morning from 7:30 until 10 a.m. Pacific time here on the repeater and its nodes. This is just a general rag chew net, and again, we are here every day of the week, 7 days a week, all year round, except for a few special events. This is where the sun is always shining, the birds are singing, and the fish are jumping. Anyway, this is, as we generally do, we start out with some quick in and outs for the Coffee Break Net, some quick in and outs. So let's see who's out there and who wants to get their day going. This is Tom, November 6 Hotel. November 6, Charlie, Kilo Victor. Kilo Quebec 4, Alpha Papa Delta.
November. Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Bravo Sierra.
Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Mike Romeo.
November 6, Papa, Papa, Papa.
Okay, good morning. Let me go ahead and stop here and figure out who we have. I have N6PPP. I got KO6TH. Greg, you were pretty staticky there. Maybe you were doubling with somebody on RF. But then there was a KO6KMR. Robert, I got KO6KB, KJ5GWN, N6CKV, and I saw a KQ4APD. Are you trying to check in?
Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Papa Delta. Yes, sir. I'm just trying to check in and out.
Okay, very good, sir. We'll come back to you in a minute. All right. Okay, anybody else I'm missing that wants to get into this first group of in and outs, come back now. Okay, great. Nothing else heard here. So I'll go ahead and go through this list. By the way, this is Aloha Friday, so welcome everyone. Up to the top, Carl, N6CKV. Good morning. What do you have for the net this morning?
Good morning, Tom, and everyone else out there on this cold and sunny day. Not much going on, Tom. I've been taking care of things around the house.
Okay, very good. Well, hoping things around the house are good, and you probably didn't get any snow there, but did you get a lot of rain for the storm?
Yeah, we got 8/10 inch of rain yesterday, so that was a lot. None today, hopefully. Got to do some outside stuff.
Okay, very good. Well, so far here in Discovery Bay, it actually looks pretty nice. So I haven't looked at the forecast, but maybe we schedule for more rain this weekend.
From what I've seen, not until Tuesday. Hopefully that's it. We need to dry out a little bit.
Yeah, I think that'd be good, having a little bit of having it dry out there. Yeah, I'm seeing. I woke up yesterday morning and saw. I can see. I have a view of Mount Diablo, and there was snow, dustings of snow on the mountaintop there. So that I haven't seen in a long time. I know that they had snow up there in Auburn and probably Meta Vista. All right, Carl, back to you there, and I'll go ahead and move on here. But you have a great day and a great weekend. N6CKV and N6H.
Okay, Tom, real good. I'm going to say 73. Everyone have a good Friday. This is N6CKV.
73 is there, Carl. Next, KJ5GWN. Good morning, Will. How are things with you in Aloha Friday?
Good morning, Tom. Things are going well here. It's kind of cold here. It's more seasonal February weather. We're supposed to get up to about 50 degrees today, and it's currently 30, so it's a cool front moved through and cooled us down to more seasonable temperatures, so no wildfires or no red flag warnings today there. So anyway, back over to you. This is KJ5 Golf Whiskey November, and we are safe here.
All right, very good there, Will. KJ5 GWN and then 6H for the Coffee Break Net. Well, I think last time we talked, I think you were expecting like 70-degree weather or something the last Friday we talked. But yeah, well, Mark had said, you know, well, don't you're going to get some nice weather there for a while, and you know it'll probably flip. So that's probably what it's doing here. So yeah, well, 50 degrees is a high. I don't think that would be a red flag, but I'm glad that everything is going back there, and you're going to get at least a little bit of a higher temperature there. Yeah, right now I'm looking at 39 degrees here in Gerry Bay, so it's a little chilly for us, but I'm sure we'll probably get up to probably 60 today at some point. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead here and move on. So I'll say 7-3 to you. You have a great Friday and a great weekend. Anything else for the net this morning?
No, just, you know, trying to get things, you know, situated for next week. So anyway, gotta pay bills next week. Yay me. So anyway, on with the Friday, and y'all have a good day out there. This is KJ5 Golf Whiskey November. We're clear.
All right, well, 7-3 is to you there, Will, and thanks for checking in. Good to talk to you, and glad that you're safe back there. All right, clearing up is KO6KBS. Joel, good morning. Aloha Friday.
Good morning, Tom. Happy Aloha Friday to you. 7-3 to everyone on the net. Just a quick check-in. I'm sitting up here in rescue in my taxi cab waiting for a customer to come out, where it is 31 degrees outside. Sitting here with the motor running and the heater on. Back to you.
All right, very good. So where are you sitting? What city?
I am in rescue up in the mountains past El Dorado Hills.
Okay, I always thought that was a cute name for a city. Did you get snow up there?
I don't live up here. There's no snow up here, though. Just lots of deer. I actually live in South Sacramento. I'm picking up a client up here this morning. That's what I'm doing up here. And it is cold out there.
Yep, definitely. I got a alert on my phone saying that it was going to have, I guess until tonight. It's supposed to be cold. So yeah, well, take care there, and at least hopefully you're in a nice warm vehicle and waiting for your client. And you have a safe trip there and a safe drive, and enjoy. And thanks for checking into the Coffee Break Net.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks for doing the net. 73 to everyone. And just side comment, there was frost on my windshield in South Sacramento this morning. Had to run a defroster for 10 minutes before I could leave home. 7-3, and we're clear.
Yeah, I can see that too, because I have frost in the back of my back deck here. I was looking out there, the part that's not sheltered. All right, 7-3. You have a great day and a great weekend there, and safe trip there. So clearing with KO6 KBS. Next, Robert, KO6KMR. Good morning. Aloha Friday.
Well, thank you, Tom. Aloha you and all of us here. Well, yesterday took the taxes in, did that, got that out of the way. Today, going to go to the gym, keep studying my extra class. Got 5 more classes, not counting the one I'll be on Tuesday, so 6, I guess, right now. And then finalize some details on a trip that Karen and I are going to be taking probably in June, May or June, and go get a haircut, visit with some friends this afternoon, late this afternoon, and other than that, that's a full day for us. Over.
Yeah, it sounds like a full day. Yeah, they always say when you're retired that you're busier than when you were working. So you must be taking the extra class with Orion, AI6JB, and Anders and Steven and those guys.
Yeah, affirmative. Taking the class, enjoying it a lot. It's helping me a lot. I've been wanting to do the extra class for at least 7 months, 8 months now, and just couldn't get motivated. And I said, well, when this came up, this would give me the motivation to do it, which it has. And good class, and I'm actually learning stuff and going through the books, and good class. Over.
Very good. Yeah, that's what I've heard. People have gone through the class because they do it for the technician, they do it for the general, and they do it for the extra. And I think it's nice because they, like I say, it's not just giving you the answers to the test, but they're giving you all the theory behind it, and also a couple of the sessions there. Are you going to be able to? I think attend. They're going to have this Saturday what an antenna building or something they're going to be doing for the extra class. Are you attending that?
Yeah, we'll be attending that. It is Saturday. It's going to be at Jan Park, actually. It's going to be more of a show and talk to us about equipment and, what equipment they use, why they use it. Let us get online a little bit and more of a show and tell type thing, but it'll be really nice for me because I don't have a lot of experience with HF. Over.
I think it's just perfect for you, yeah. And I know you were trying to decide what kind of an HF rig to get, and looking at your antenna system there, your noise system. So yeah, I think it'll probably help you a lot, and you'll probably learn a lot out of this class, and then you'll be able to apply that to your own stuff. Very good. Well, thanks for the feedback on that. I've heard always good things about Orion and the group there for doing that testing and. Not the testing, but just the classes stuff. So, very good. I'm sure that then you'll be attending one of Brian's VE sessions here pretty soon on the first Monday of every month, and we can welcome you as an extra class. So, very good. Anyway, back to you there for anything else before I move on, Beard. You have a great Friday and enjoy your weekend. KO6KMR and N6H.
Well, I appreciate it. Nothing else. I'm going to turn it back over to the net. Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Mike Romeo, and I'm going to clear and just listen for a while, and then off to the gym. Over.
Pretty good. Well, I'm amazed. I mean, you're pretty motivated there to keep moving and keep fit and doing all that stuff. So great job there. All right. Thanks a lot, Robert, and we'll talk to you next time. Next up, Greg, KO6TH. Good morning, Greg. What are you ready to you?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, everyone. Greg, KO6TH. Not sure why I was fuzzy, staticky. I'm on an Echolink. How copy?
Fine now. I didn't get a chance to check, but I thought maybe you were doubling with somebody from RF.
Okay, well, I won't take too long here. Just getting, I got medical procedure today, so I'm all preparing for that. So if I get in, get out while I can. Yesterday was a little bit of snow in the morning, a couple hours of flakes coming down. It stuck, but it didn't last very long. It turned to rain and washed it all away. So, and then but I haven't checked the rain gauge. Yeah, 88 hundredths of an inch, I think it was. So just under an inch, and total for the day. Anyway, I guess I don't know what else is going on. The mind is kind of blank right now. Anyway, I guess that'll be for everyone. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. K06TH.
Okay, very good there, Greg. Now I realize why you're up early and why you're checking in early. Well, good luck with your procedure today. I'm sure it'll all turn out great, and everything will be good, and then you'll be all set for another 5 or 10 years here. Anyways, 7:30 there, and you take care, and like I say, everything should be okay for you there today. All right, and thanks for checking in. Yeah, I mean, your signal is fine there, no problem. But yeah, it was very odd to hear to see you coming through on Supermon, yet hearing all the noise behind you. But I'm sure maybe it was the station trying to check in. All right, clearing with K06TH. Next up, I have November 6th, Papa. And I don't have a name for you, but good morning and aloha Friday.
Good morning. The name is Chris. I'm actually over in Maryland. I oftentimes listen to this net, and I just figured I would take the time to check in and just say good morning to everyone. It is a dreary mess over here on the East Coast, bracing for more snow potentially this weekend. I've just been working on some coding projects. I'm trying to develop a text-to-speech program for disabled ham operators. Being disabled myself, it's just kind of a passion project I've been working on, starting to make some headway, and hoping to be able to help share that relatively soon. I hope everyone has a great rest of the day and enjoys their weekend, and I'll say 7:30 to y'all, and I'll throw it back to Net Control. N6, BPP.
Okay, very good there, Chris. N6PPP and N6H for the Coffee Break Net. All right, text-to-speech. Yeah, well, a lot of people on this net use screen readers and that type of stuff, so that would probably be an interesting project for a lot of people. Is this a screen reader that you're making, or what is the context of your text-to-speech?
I'm starting to just test small and working with M17. Just developing an easy-to-read screen that allows the user to text in a text field, or type in a text field, my apologies, and have one of the newer, higher quality voices, basically some of the voices that were just a step below, like Siri for Apple, and have them be able to communicate directly through and send the packets right through M17 so that they come out the speakers on all the other users' computers, and just trying to have it customizable so that there could be a drop down for frequent sayings. You know, they could end their transmission with, you know, this is, insert your call sign, sending, 73s, signing off, just general frequent use phrases, just to try and make things easier. I have very severe disorders, and talking for me, it gets tiring, so that's why I'm kind of fading here already, but just thought it would be a worthwhile thing to try and look into. Thank you for your interest. I do appreciate it. N6 BPP, back to net.
Okay, very good there, Chris. Good luck with your project there. Yeah, having a necessity for yourself is always a good motivation for doing that. I was a programmer most of my life, an engineer and a programmer, so I enjoy doing little projects like that, and even enjoy that now after being retired. Very good. Well, good luck with that, and give us come back again and give us the progress of how that's working. I'm sure other people around here would be interested in hearing about that. All right, and you stay safe back there on the East Coast, and hopefully you start to get some nice springtime weather here coming soon. You don't have to deal with all the snow that you've been dealing with back there. All right, clearing with N6PPP73, and next up I have KQ4 Alpha Papa Delta. Andrew, good morning, and aloha Friday to you.
Good morning, everybody on the net, and aloha Friday to everybody, too. Over here, beautiful state of Alabama, we don't have the cold weather that y'all are experiencing anymore. We had a couple of months where it was dipping below 32, but now it's finally warmed up. Right now, it's 69 degrees outside, just sipping my coffee, enjoying the weather before I start on the honeydew list that were given to me this morning. Thought I'd just call and check in and just listen in and see how everybody's week's going. Currently, hopefully now that it's warmed up a little bit, I can start on some of the honeydew projects, is finishing building out her greenhouse that she wants. All I got left to do is finish up getting it on the solar system with a battery and trying to make it fully off-grid for her so she doesn't have to hook up anything to the house. So hopefully I can get that completed today if I got time. But beyond that, just enjoying the rest of this beautiful morning in the beautiful state of Alabama. Back to net, KQ4 APD.
All right, very good there, Andrew. KQ4APD and then 6H Break Net. Very good. Well, it's like a fun project there. Yeah, I've solar projects and batteries and all that stuff has always been a lot of good topics here on the Coffee Break Net, and we've also talked about that in the Shack, which is kind of a Zoom session we have, almost like an Elmer group in Zoom, and that we do the second and fourth Wednesday of the night of the month at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, our Zoom room for W6EK.org. So yeah, you might want to, if you get something going there and you want to kind of show off or talk about what you've done, you might want to present there or think about it if it's not too late for you. Again, it's 7:30 Pacific time, so that would probably be 10:30 your time, which might be a little late. All right, well, very good. Well, you have a great Friday. Hopefully all the honeydew list gets finished there, and you have a great weekend and enjoy it. I think you said it was 39 degrees there in Alabama, and we're 39 degrees here in California, where I'm at. 3C there, KQ4APD and 6H.
Hey, it's actually, I don't know if I'm coming in a little fuzzy. I'm using Echolink on my phone, so help me okay, because this is my first time using Echolink, and y'all are kind of my first net to check in on this.
Yeah, you're coming through fine on Echolink. I hear you loud and clear, and everything's fine.
Thank you very much. I'm going to say 73 to the net and get started on that honeydew list. Thank you very much, and aloha to everybody.
All right, aloha to you too, and yeah, and keep Coffee Break Net on in the background there while you're doing your work stuff there, or your honeydew list. All right, so clearing with Andrew. All right, this is the Coffee Break Net here on the W6EK Repeater and All-Star Node 51018 Echolink. I do want to mention we have some things coming up, and one is we have the Ham Fest. We have which is essentially the first Ham Fest if you're in the local area here, the first Ham Fest of Northern California. It'll be March 28th. Mark that on your calendar at the Loomis train station. Which is right below Auburn, California, and near Rockland and Roseville and all the area there. It's a great location. Gonna have great. We have prizes. We're gonna have for drawings. We're gonna have coffee and donuts, and there's a lot of great buys too there. Basically, it starts at 6 a.m. for sellers, 7 a.m. for buyers. But we are looking for volunteers. So if you're in the local area, you want to help volunteer to do some stuff with setup and tear down, parking, enforcement, all that type of stuff. It's not a big commitment. Typically, you get things done in an hour or two, and then you're off, able to do things. So, and see what the rest of the what's happened to Ham Fest. So, definitely looking for that. If you are, just go to W6EK.org, and you can sign up for that, or say that you're able to help. So we're definitely looking for volunteers. It's actually a very fun time, a lot of good social time, and I believe we, as volunteers, you get a free donut and coffee, so can't beat that. All right, anyway, that's kind of a plug for the Ham Fest. All right, this is Tom, NN6H, and I'm in Discovery Bay, California, which is probably about 100 miles from the Repeater and its location up there in Auburn. So we'll be taking check-ins. Let's do another quick in and outs, more quick in and outs. Who's out there? NN6H.
KC8, Fox Queen Victor, Mark in Ohio. KC8 FQV.
Kilo 6, Delta X-ray November. Good morning, Tom.
KD3 AJN.
KD6 DCL, good morning.
KV6 KO6 MMI, good morning to the net. KS7 Kilo, good morning to the net. Good morning.
KD3 AJN.
Okay, let me go through here who I have and then get some corrections here. So I have KB6ED, I have K6DCL, I got KD3AJN, I got K6DXN, KO6IHJ, and a KC8FQV. There was another station that had double, but it ended with MNI, Mike November India. Full call thing?
That's KO6M, Mike M, Mike I, India. Kilo Ocean 6, Mike, India.
All right, very good, thank you. KO6MMI, Mike, India. Got the correction there. And I know there was some doubles, so who am I missing?
Kilo Bravo 6 Lima Uniform Victor. Brett, good morning.
KS7 LPU, Joe, good morning to the net.
All right, was that Kilo Foxtrot 7 Foxtrot Lima Uniform?
Lima Papa United.
Okay, Lima Papa United. Wow, how did I get that one so wrong? Okay, Lima Papa United. Okay, KF7. All right, Joe. Got you there. Okay, we'll come back to you. All right, so let me go to the top of the list here. I think I got enough here for a bunch of in and out, so we'll go ahead and do that. Up to the top, Mark, KC8FQV. Good morning, aloha Friday.
Good morning, KCFQV. Yeah, I just need a reset. Sitting in the doctor's office, and my mom had to bring her down. They do one of them shots. So I had to bring her down because we don't know. Well, they say when you do the shot, someone else should be driving for a while afterwards. So I did. Yep, I had a club meeting last night. Is that every Wednesday, or is that the first and third Wednesday, that ham shack? But yeah, we got 48 here, or 50 now, nice and sunny. So yeah, getting that time all ready for Ham Fest to start up. Yeah, Court Fest is done, and Hamcation is done from last weekend. You guys are going to be having one, Hamvention. So it's, you know, all kinds of things coming. Spring's coming. Yeah, we got nice weather right now, but yeah, Mother Nature will pull a fast one probably somewhere. So we'll send it back to net control, KCFQV.
All right, Mark, we have a lot of things coming up here. We got KC8 FQV and then 6H for the Coffee Break Net. Yep, we do a lot of things coming up, and yeah, spring is coming up here soon. Talk about building planter boxes and all that stuff. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Hopefully, kind of the bad weather and all of the snow and stuff, the major snow storms are behind us, and we can kind of look forward to spring and kind of thawing out a little bit there. So very good. All right. Well, I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend there. Anything else? KC8 FQV and then 6H.
Yeah, I just was wondering, is the Ham Shack just twice a month on Wednesday on the Zoom, KCFQV? And yeah, I'll take a look at the club website too. It's W6EK. So, but is it just twice a month with the Ham Shack?
Okay, yeah, well, thanks for asking about that. Yeah, so basically, the on this repeater in the club, we do, and it's at W6EK.org if you want to find out information about all the things we do on all the nets. So it's Whiskey 6 Kilo, Whiskey 6 Echo Kilo.org. And yeah, so the first and third Wednesday of the month on this repeater, we do ElmerNet. So it's an ElmerNet at 7:30 to 8:30 Pacific time. And then on the second and fourth Wednesday, we do the In the Shack, and that's on Zoom. So if you go to W6EK.org, in the upper right, there is a Zoom button that you click on, and that'll get you into our Zoom room. And then it's kind of a visual Elmer, I guess, net type of thing, where usually Greg, KL6TH, hosts that, and you can kind of show off projects and stuff, and people can see who you are. So that's kind of what we have there. So any questions about that, Mark?
All right, no. And I have to remember to come on Wednesday on the first and third Wednesday for the other net that's on the repeater. So, nope, I'll say 73s and let you go ahead and get the rest of the people. And this is what we call information being passed, so KCFQV.
Very good there. Well, yeah, just set an alarm on your phone, and you can join us on the first and third, and the second and fourth. If you just set an alarm for 7:30 for every Wednesday, then you'll catch all our events there, either ElmerNet or In the Shack on Zoom. All right, well, 7-3's Mark, and you have a great day back there. So clearing with KC8 FQV. Next up, Larry, KO6IHJ. Good. Aloha Friday.
Good morning, Aloha Friday, KO6IHJ here. I guess that's a good thing I'm wearing my hula skirt and my coconut bikini right now. That would have been awkward going to town and not being Hawaii, Hawaii.
Yes, and hopefully you have a cup of coffee in your hand too, because that would be for the Coffee Break Net.
I have the second cup of coffee in my hand, sir. Yes, I am fully equipped for the Coffee Break Net. Other than that, yep, I got to go to town. I didn't do it yesterday, procrastinated. I went, too cold, too wet. I made excuses. So now I got to go to town and get some loads for a project. And later on, I'm going to have a new video up for Tom's approval for a Henry amp. Put my hand while running, so I'll have that for everybody to witness in case I do something wrong.
Good. Well, you guys are going to town. You have all these. I know Tom's brought all these old radios, vintage radios, ham radios like Collins and Drake's and all that stuff. And you guys are having a ball playing with those things and putting them up on video. What is it? Your YouTube channel was what? Confederate Sun 1. Is that the how people can find it?
Yes, it is Confederate Sun, then the number 1. And you can find it on YouTube there. But yeah, it started off small, and now it started off like a whole job here. But yeah, I'm going to have a new one up there for him, and everybody's going to see the workings of a Henry all the multimeters in there. So, yay! Other than that, I'm going to let you go. You got a bunch of people here, and I've got to get this hula skirt off because I don't think they'll like me in Lowe's with this. I'm going to keep it coconut bikini, though. And I'm going to send it back to you with a KO6IHJ73. Everybody have a blessed day out there. It's a beautiful day. Get something out and do it.
Very good there, Larry. Yeah, it was a beautiful day here in Discovery Bay yesterday, and I woke up this morning, and there's just a little bit of snow left on Mount Diablo, so it's still cold. In fact, it's still 39 degrees here, so it has not warmed up at all in the last half hour. All right, well, yeah, you can, if you going to take off that hula skirt there, why don't you take a picture of it and post it to Facebook, the W6EK page there, so we can, I don't know, or maybe we don't want to. I don't know. Anyway, take care there, Larry. You have a great day and have a good luck with all your projects that are going on, and have fun with those radios. So clearing with KO6IHJ. Next, Simone, K6DXN. Aloha Friday to you, Simone.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
I'm doing good. Sound like you've been busy doing POTA stuff.
Yeah, I get them in here and there. Jimmy was going today, and I was like, I barely got coffee in me. Go ahead and skip me on this one. Hey, speaking of POTAs, I don't know if you subscribe to my channel, Parks in the Dark, but I gave you a shout out. I'll give you the video to look for. It is Kilo, I forget what Jimmy called it. It's when I got my Kilo award. It's in 4 parts, and in part 4, I'm putting together my station, setting up for the 25 contacts I needed, and I give you a shout out as I'm putting my little baffle on my radio, if you're interested in watching that.
All right. No, I have not. I had seen some of the earlier videos, but I have not seen recently. I've just been busy doing stuff. We've had issues with the voter and things, so I've been working on that. But I will check that out. Thank you.
Comment.
Yep. I want to give credit where credit is due. I'm using my Zygu right now because my Kenwood TS590 had an issue. Getting that taken care of, and I'm relegated to 20 watts on my home station. Jimmy asked me if you'd be willing to print another one of those, and he'd be willing to pay you for it. I wouldn't ask for anybody else, but Jimmy's a great friend. He does a lot for me, with me, and both. And he's got a Zygu G90, and he really likes that little speaker baffle, man. It makes a big difference. And he goes, I'd like to get one of those. And I told him I would ask you, and he'd be willing to pay you for it if it's not too much trouble.
No problem. Yeah, I'd be glad to do it for Jimmy there. He does a lot for us, and especially with all of his antenna stuff that he does and things. So yeah, I can go ahead and put that on there. It's just a matter of putting it on there. I think it takes a couple hours to print, but just a matter, in the background can do it. So yeah, I would go ahead and do that. No problem.
Excellent, man. Yeah, Jimmy's a good dude, and he does a lot. I figured I could do my part by asking you, but yeah, that thing is really great, man. It makes a big difference. I mean, I was having to use an external speaker, and I still use a powered 12-volt external speaker when I'm at home, but when I'm doing the park activations, it's a lot more convenient to throw that thing in my GOTA box and slap it on the radio than carry around a bulky external speaker. So those things work fantastic, and he didn't tell me. He mentioned wanting one, and I told him I would ask you. So excellent question asked and answered. Yeah, and as far as Larry in a hula skirt, I have to say that's a good blind moment right there.
Yeah, I was thinking you're probably spared from that, and where the rest of us are not. So, yeah, I said maybe post that to Facebook, but maybe they're going to take down message or something. All right, yeah, no problem. I can do that for Jimmy, and for those that are wondering what we're talking about, basically these are little baffles, little things, and you can buy them off of DX Engineering and other places for different radios. And basically, it kind of cups the radio, so it's kind of a passive device that you put. All these radios have a speaker. They kind of goes up, and usually it's in the top of the radio, and it goes out to the top. So all the sound is not directed towards the front. It just kind of goes everywhere. So these little baffle things is kind of like taking your hand and cupping it over something, and like over your ear, and you kind of increase the, it kind of amplifies it. That's kind of what it does, and they're really very useful. So for these radios, and I just happened to find one for my the G90 that was on one of the 3D printer stores here. That looked pretty good. All right, pretty good there, Simone. I'll be happy to do that for Jimmy, and I'm glad you enjoy yours. So tonight is trivia night. Do you and Don be able to attend tonight and host that?
Yep, as a matter of fact, she's down here making herself some breakfast, and I mentioned it, and yes, we will do trivia tonight. So I'll let you get to someone else, Tom. You have a great rest of your day. It's probably, I don't know, it was 35 degrees or something when I woke up, so nice day to stay, and I'm still in my pajamas and burning some propane. So you have a great day, and thanks again for hosting the net, and have a great rest of your day. Kilo 6, everybody else out there too as well. Kilo 6 Delta X-Ray November.
Comment.
Right, well, 7-3 is to there, Simone, and yeah, so looking forward to you guys hosting the trivia. So our Friday night trivia, which we do that on the first and third Friday of the month. First and tonight will be hosted by Dawn and by Simone there. So very good. So that'll be at 7:30 tonight, 7:30 Pacific time, on this repeater, All-Star Node, Echolink. So looking forward to that. For trivia from 7:30 until 8:30 Pacific time. All right, 7-3s, and I will go ahead and check out your video there and see what that's like there. So thanks for that. All right, this is the Coffee Break Net. I'm Tom, NN6H. Next on my list is Anna, KD3AJN. Good morning, and hopefully you're warming up back there.
Tom.
Good morning, Tom, and everyone else on the net. Well, yes, today it's still a little warmer, and I think tomorrow is supposed to be warm, but then Sunday it's supposed to go down, and we're supposed to have some snow. I heard 1 to 3 inches, and the next minute I hear nothing. So we're not sure what we're getting. But most of the snow piles have finally melted. It's 58 degrees out, and we had some rain, so everything's soft and wet. The ground is very muddy. The big piles where they piled the snow when we had the big snow are still there, but they're getting smaller.
Well, that's good. It's not good when you get. The snow is kind of nice to have, but when it starts getting all mushy and stuff with the rain, it's not a good look, and it's not safe to get in there. Well, hopefully, you're not having ice problems and stuff like before.
They're having some ice problems on the river and worried about flooding, but hopefully that'll take care of itself today because it's so warm, and it'll clear up. Everybody have a great day and a good weekend. KD3AJN.
Right now, you have a good weekend too there, and yeah, stay safe, and hopefully you get some spring weather is around the corner for you back there. All right, and thanks for checking in. Good to hear from you. So clearing with KD3AJN. Next I have Dave, K6DCL. Good morning, Dave. Good morning to you and Lucy. Aloha Friday.
Well, aloha Friday to you, too. Good to hear you, Tom. Thanks for everything. Thanks for doing the Friday net. And we appreciate it. Not much going on. Well, I shouldn't say that. We even had a little snow sprinkles here in Jamestown, which is rare, but it is piled high up in the hills, so just a little bit farther up, 8 or 9 miles. So Twain Harte got bombarded, and as well as everybody around them going up. We know Twain Harte better than other places, but I tell you, what a mess. Gee whiz, got a lot of people out, still without power. And I guess it is always the subject matter of conversation when it's happening. Yesterday, I went down to Angels Camp to have an acupuncture session. Getting there was fine. It was raining a little bit here and there, but I got down there fine, and then got done and came up to go back home, and got up just before going up the hill towards I always forget it, Columbia, and I tell you, it started to hail, and it hailed and snow and all that stuff, and it was just crazy. Luckily, I got behind a Cal Fire truck. Anyway, and not a Cal Fire, no, not Cal Fire, the other Cal, the road guys, and had a big truck with a plow on front, and I followed him all the way to when he turned off, just before Sonora, and he was plowing the slush, the horrible mist that was coming down, and it was just crazy. Anyway, that was my excitement for the day. I was so thankful for being behind that truck. He had his flashing lights on, and I just followed at a decent pace. I had 3 other cars behind me, and they had no problems following us. And once we got down to the Red Church, everything was pretty much normal. And but it had been sleeting and all that stuff. Back to you, Tom, K6DCL.
All right, very good there, Dave. Yeah, K6DCL and N6H for the Coffee Break Net here in the Aloha Friday version edition. All right, very good. Well, yeah, it's a little bit of snow in Jamestown. That's unusual. Must have been a pretty sight to see there, and I'm sure it didn't last very much. Yeah, I mean, hail can be pretty hard, especially when you're driving that, and it's coming down a lot of hail. It can be tough to drive in. So I'm glad you had a Caltrans truck to follow there to go through that. Very good. Are you getting a lot of activity? I know you monitor all the GMRS repeaters and stuff in the area there. Are you getting a lot of activity with all these weather conditions coming through? People using the radio a lot?
Not as much as I thought there would be. I always have my radio, my in-home radio on scan, so I scan all of the repeaters, GMRS repeaters, all the time. One other guy who's always on too, Joe, I forget his call sign, 6696, the ending of the numbers. I should know it, but he's on too, scanning, and he lives up. Gee whiz, I forget the name of it, but it's near Mark Twain. Anyway, So anyway, yeah, he was on. He and I talked a while, but it wasn't as much as I thought. Some people up there, up east more, were without power, so they didn't. Some of them had battery backup and generators, and some didn't. Most didn't. Anyway, not many calls. On the road coming back from Angels Camp, there was nobody on. So that was interesting. Nobody on GMRS all the way up. And I announced a couple of times that I was on, but no response. It's interesting. I don't have my amateur radio, VHF, UHF radio on yet because of my antenna. So I've got to try to get that fixed when it warms up a little bit. It is freaking... It's 32 degrees. Can you believe it? It's been that way all morning. 32 degrees. That's the coldest. K6 DCL. My finger's getting tired.
Okay, very good there, Dave. Yeah, these are supposed to be quick in and out there, so I probably need to move on here. But yeah, well, very good. Well, you enjoy the weather there, and yeah, 32 degrees. It's a little on the chilly side. Yeah, it's 40 degrees here, and it feels cool. But at least I have a nice cup of coffee here and in a warm shack to talk on. All right, well, I'm going to say 7-3 to you there, and hopefully you and Lucy and stay safe and enjoy the weekend there. And so go K6 DCL, back to you for a final, and N6H.
Okay, my friend, take care. And yeah, I even had a epidural in my sacroiliac right side on Wednesday, so a lot of things going on, but I feel good, and Lucy's doing K6 DCL 7-3 to everybody, and have a great weekend.
It's 7-3 to you and Lucy there, Dave, and take care, and thanks for checking in. Okay, clearing with K6 DCL. Next ahead, KB6ED. Good morning and aloha Friday.
Aloha, Tom and the net. Yeah, I feel like I want to say to Dave, what the hell? Anyway, it's 28 degrees this morning in Redwood Valley, and supposed to get up to a high of 48. So I'll probably be looking to stay in and stay warm, although it sure looks pretty through my window. Got to drive into Costco today in Ukiah. Need a battery for my truck. It's just dead, and won't take a charge, and so going to get replaced. And it's always fun to go to Costco, so that'll be a good trip. And so just going to carry on here, enjoying the net, and another cup of coffee, and just wanted to say hi, and back over to you, Tom.
Well, hi, KB6ED and N6H for the Coffee Break Net. Yeah, Costco is always, it's one of my favorite stores to go to, so I usually go there a couple times a week. Nothing else, just to wander around, or maybe to get something to eat, or to see what they have going on. Okay, very good. Well, 32 degrees there. I think I'd be inside and looking out and enjoying that too. It's probably a beautiful day there, and probably nice to look outside. And nice to be inside with a nice warm cup of coffee or tea. So anyway, you enjoy that, and thanks for checking in. Back to you for anything else. KB6ED and N6H.
Well, I just remembered that my potatoes are frying in the pan. I got to go jump on that and flip them over. Potatoes and eggs. Yum. All right, 7-3, KB6ED.
Now you're making me hungry. I just had a little bit to tie me over here. I haven't had my breakfast yet, so Yeah, that sounds good. All right, you take.
Through and said who you got and who you didn't get. I didn't hear me. So, good morning. Not a whole lot going on here. Don't let that orange ball in the sky fool you. It is chilly outside.
0.
Yes, it definitely is chilly from the temperatures that I've been hearing here. Yeah, no, I'm sorry if I didn't mention you. There was kind of a lot of check-ins and a lot of confusion, so I was trying to clear up that. Maybe I skipped over you. Sorry about that.
All good. Just don't call me late for dinner. Hi. So, all good. Well, we lost our audience of 3 here. My mom, who is in town from Newton, Kansas, took off to start doing some stuff around the house that she wanted to get done today. So, sorry, Mom, we missed you. Brian, don't beat me up for it. I said hi to Mom. She's here. Hi. And other than that, good morning to my grandson, Jordan, who's also maybe listening. He's doing amazing things in electrician school. Sun is shining today, so I might get out on Little Red riding through the hood. So I think that's what's going on in today's world. Not a whole lot more to report other than that. Hope everybody at Coffee Break Net land is having a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be blessed. KB6LUV, be of love. 7-3, clear and listening.
Okay, very good there, Brett. Yeah, I heard your mom on a couple times during the week there, where she actually got on the radio and said hi. So, yeah, hi to Bonnie there, hi to your mom, and hopefully she's having a great time. I'm sure she is visiting her son and family here in California. And probably a little nicer weather, except right now it is cold out there. All right, well, you take care there, Brett. Thanks for checking in, and we'll talk to you next time. Next up, I have Joe, KF7LPU. Good morning, and aloha, Friday. KF7LPU, are you there? And then 6H. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess our in and outs went a little long and probably couldn't stick around there, so got them in the log here. All right, this is the Coffee Break Net. I am Tom, N6H, and this is the Friday Aloha edition of the Coffee Break Net. Want to remind people that tonight we will have trivia. So this is on the first and third Friday of the month. We'll have trivia at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Goes 7:30 to 8:30 with Don and Simone will be the host for that. So join us for Friday night trivia. And also put on your calendar, we do have our Hamfest coming up, which is the first Hamfest of Northern California this season of the year, and now March 28th at the Loomis train station. And if you have some time and you thought about it, why don't you go ahead and maybe if you're local in the area and just kind of sign up to help volunteer for the Hamfest. They're looking for volunteers to help with parking, safety, setup, tear down type of stuff. Not a big commitment, but it's a fun morning. And you get coffee and donut, and it's just a good time there and social thing. So. And you might even pick up some bargains there on the Hamfest. So that's March 28th, and you can go to W6EK.org to help sign up for that. And there'll also be drawing with some prizes and stuff too. I think Shark RF M1KE will be one of the prizes so and some other things too. All right, let me go ahead here and take more check-ins. I will go ahead and do Ragju, but if you want to be in the internet, and I'll put you at the top. Who's out there? This is Tom in November 6 Hotel.
K3 Victor Golf Mike, in and out, please.
Kilo Wind, I take uniform.
Good morning, Tom and Net. Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey, in and out.
Quick weather thing. I got to be out of here before 11:30, so my time. So I'm going to do a quick one. WB6BJ.
Kilo Juliet 5, Hotel Tango.
KW6U.
Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey.
Okay, I got a bunch of things here that I need to clean up, but I did, the last station was KG6NLW. You came on there, but there was no audio. Can you try it again, please?
Absolutely. Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey. How copy now, Tom?
Yeah, KG6NLW. There's no audio with your signal there, so I will come back. I'll put you on the list here, and I'll come back to you and see if you can get fixed. But yeah, there was no audio at all. So let me go through my list that I have here. I got Jeff, KW6U. I got let's see, what was the other station here? KJ5 Hotel Tango. And I got WB6BJN. You want to be kind of a short in and out there, Mark. I understand about that, so we'll go ahead and put you near the top. I got Daniel and 9MUF. I heard KN6WQU in there. Dan, were you at WQU? Were you in and out? KN6WQU, were you in and out, Dan? Okay, he's probably busy there with a client or something, so I'll call him back here in a minute. And then I got K3 Victor Golf Mike. Is that the right call sign? You want to be in and out?
Kilo Alpha 3 Victor Golf Mike. And yes, I was in and out.
Okay, very good there. Yeah, Kilo Alpha 3 Victor Golf Mike. Okay, got you there. And then I have KC6SLE. Graydon, are you in and out or right you?
Good morning, Tom. I'll be in and out.
Okay, well, then I'll put you at the top. Go ahead, Graydon, KC6SLE.
Well, good morning, Tom. Good to hear you on there. Good morning, everyone else on the net. Lisa and I were getting ready to jump in the truck and head to Costco this morning first thing, and I can't get the doors open on the truck. They're frozen. So I use a remote start, letting it warm up right now, trying to unthaw the doors. You don't want to force the doors open because it might rip the weather stripping off. But, yeah, it was cold last night, pretty hard freeze, and a good layer of ice over the whole vehicle.
So I think a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, Patrick in 2DYI said that he had the same problem back there in North Carolina, and he ended up climbing through the rear, the trunk, and getting into the. You got to do that for trying to get yours open.
Well, there's no trunk on the truck, so I could definitely get the tailgate open and climb inside there, but it's not going to do me much good.
You don't have a little pass-through window that you can sneak through?
There is a rear slider window, but it's not operated by the remote. So, nope, it's down there idling right now. The nice thing is when you use the remote start feature, it knows what the ambient temperature is. So it turns the seat heaters on, and it actually turns the heat and the defrost on because it's anticipating cold. You want to get into the vehicle and need to thaw it out. So it's technology at work, smarter vehicles. Anyway, I know these are just in and outs. I'll let you go back to what you're doing, and we're heading down to Costco to try to get that done as quickly as we can today, so we have the rest of the day to do other things. 73 KC6 SLE.
All right, very good. Well, I guess one last thing before you go there. So did you get a nice dusting of snow up there in Grass Valley?
It's stuck. It took a while for the ground has to get to a certain temperature before the snow will actually stick. So after about an hour of snowing, it started sticking, and it stuck for the rest of the day. We got patches in the shady areas. We have patches still this morning. It won't hurt to leave a little bit later this morning, just still some ice on the roads. But I would say, the accumulation that we got was maybe 2 inches at most, but it was nice. This happens a couple times a year here, and it's beautiful when it happens. If you got to be out in it and walking around in it, like Lisa was walking down to the mailbox yesterday, and she said it was easier for her to walk on the gravel along the road rather than walk on the road itself because of the snow and ice. So you do have to be careful. KC6 SLE.
Definitely, for sure. I mean, especially with the ice stuff, yeah, probably walking on the gravel is probably the smartest thing to do there. Okay, very good. Well, good luck getting your doors open there. It's like you, at least you can remotely get the thing heated up there, so that's good. Well, good luck with that. You want to get a hairdryer out there and start trying to heat up the whole side of the car. All right, well, 7-3 to you there, and you and Lisa have a great day and enjoy this kind of a lull between storms, I guess. So clearing of KC6 SLE. Next, I'm going to go to Jimmy, KA3 VGM. Good morning, Jimmy. Hopefully you're staying warm. KA3 VGM and N6H for the Coffee Break Net.
I'm here, Tom. I just couldn't get the thing up right away, but I'm here. Good morning to everybody back there. It's actually sunny at the moment in Pennsylvania, and it says it's about 54 where I am. So, that's what it is at the moment. And they say we're headed to 60 today. Yesterday, it was a little warmer than that, but it rained all day. So, maybe we'll get some sunshine today. Okay, back to you, Tom.
All right, pretty good. Wow, it sounds like 54 degrees. Wow, you're definitely warmer than we are out here, and I'm sure you're glad to get a little bit of warmth there. But the rain yesterday probably wasn't too good. So hopefully everything else, all the snow and stuff, is kind of moved away, and you kind of have some nice days there. So maybe spring is going to be coming here soon for you, especially with 4 degrees and maybe a little bit warmer going forward. All right, very good. Well, I got you in the log here, so anything else for the net this morning before I move on? KA3VGM and then 6H.
No, Tom, I'm going to start my day, and I'll just sit back and listen to the rest of that and start my day. And then 6HK 3VGM. And good morning to Mark, also the weatherman. So, we're going to let him go ahead so he can get out of here to his net. So I'll let you go, Tom, so you can let Mark go to his net. K3VGM.
Hey, very good there, Jimmy. 7-3 to you. Good to talk to you again. And yeah, you have a great Friday and a great weekend there. And stay safe back there. Hopefully, and you can kind of enjoy the day out there. So, clearing with KA3VGM. So let me go and see if Dan is back. KN6WQU. Are you there, Dan? KN6WQU and then 6H. All right, he's probably busy, so maybe he can do a recheck later. All right, so let me go to Mark there for you. Quick weather report there, so you can get onto your other net. W6EK and then 6H. Good morning, I guess in Texas or in Texas, Tennessee. I want to put you in Texas. Sorry.
No, Tom. Texas, that's a good place to be from. I used to say far from. Actually, Texas isn't bad. I used to live in Houston, and I used to live in Dallas. Lived in both places, but yeah, I used to live there when I was a little kid. Moved to California when I was 8, and then moved to the other T-state, Tennessee. And good morning to Jimmy, and good morning to Anna, if Anna is listening. And that's the deal, and it's going to get colder, even back east. Eventually the cold air is going to come back into the east and Midwest and South. That's the bad news. The good news is it's not going to last as long as the last cold snap, so we'll talk about that. And Tom, I hope you're doing well as well there, and then we'll continue there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm doing good here. Everything is kind of fine. I had my internet went out. I came back here to Discovery Bay a couple of days ago. My internet was not working. I have T-Mobile, and so I was without internet for actually probably about 12 hours, and it was. You don't realize how much you really rely on internet until it actually goes away. Unfortunately, fortunately, I could use my phone, but it was anyway. But otherwise, everything is going good. So yeah, go ahead and give us what we have here coming up for our weather.
Well, you're going to get a break in California. In fact, there's high pressure as we speak. Moving in, and that's why it was colder, and that's why it's clear. You got that you got a great setup for good radiational cooling this morning behind that storm that was there yesterday, and that last wave came through in that series last week. So high pressure building in from the eastern Pacific. And that's going to protect you guys pretty much all the way through Monday, and late Monday and Tuesday. A storm comes down from the Gulf of Alaska, and also winds in the upper levels become southwesterly. And unfortunately, what that does, that brings subtropical moisture northward. Okay, and it starts to feed that system from the Gulf of Alaska, and that's a bit of a pineapple connection, and what that does, that makes snow levels higher, and after having all this snow at lower elevations, then it starts to rain on lots of snow that's from about 5,000 to 6,000 feet and up. Hopefully that snow level won't get too high, and there's quite a system in here for late Monday all the way through all the way from late Monday all the way through about Wednesday. Then it kind of looks, that's kind of still out in la-la land, but it kind of looks like maybe by the end of next week, maybe high pressure starts to rebuild back in for you guys, and temperatures will warm up. That's one thing that will happen, is as this new storm comes in, it's going to be warmer, so it won't be so dang cold. It'll be in the 50s and 60s for highs and 50s for lows. But unfortunately, that's going to raise the snow level up a little bit there, Tom. There, go ahead.
Well, yeah, it kind of just seems like we are getting a high coming through here, because it seems like it's well, a lot of clouds here, but it seems like it's starting to improve. But yeah, I guess the snowpack, hopefully we had a great snowpack, and I don't like the idea that we're not going to get any more of that snow up there.
Well, no, I didn't say that you weren't going to get any snow up there. I told you that the snow levels are going to be higher than they were right now. And it's going to rain on places where the snow level was lower. But no, there will be snow at some of the higher elevations. So it's not going to be completely just wet with rain. There will be snow, but it's going to be at a higher level. And where it snowed at, 3,000 and 4,000 feet, there's going to be some runoff because at those levels it will be raining there. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I meant, was that where we get the rain, it would basically, the snow we have now would basically go away because of the rain. So, don't like the idea. It's moving up there in elevation. But anyway, it is what it is, and hopefully we've had a great snowpack so far, and hopefully that helps us going forward.
Yeah, it will. It'll certainly help, especially if you get some a little bit wetter snow up on top of some at say maybe 6,500, 7,000 feet. Hopefully it will go up to that level. You're going to get rain. This snowfall that we had for California the last couple of days is unusual. You don't see a lot of snow fall at 1,500 and 2,000 feet like that, and that's kind of what happened in a lot of areas. And it's because it was the air mass was somewhat like we had back here a couple of weeks ago. It was Arctic. The difference is you have an ocean that's closer, and it tapped into that moisture coming off the Pacific, and so it was able to bring a lot of snow to very low elevations. And this time it's going to come even from a warmer source, which will be Hawaii and maybe out of Mexico a little bit, out of the actual lake. So it's going to bring those snow levels up quite a bit. So yeah, that'll be the deal. But you're still going to get some water, and it's necessary, and snow at higher elevations. And hopefully then by the end of next week, you'll get a period of drier weather again. And maybe it's supposed to be warm, though. I was checking temperatures in the valley, going to be up in the upper 60s, which could translate to warmer temperatures also at the higher elevations at the end of next week. I saw some upper 60s that could happen, but that's still a little ways out, and so we'll have to see what happens with that. And so what will happen, I'm thinking that's why it's going to be a little colder as we move back into the Midwest, the East, and the South. You start getting higher pressure building in over California, so that brings the pattern back that we kind of had to, I think, a lesser degree. I don't think it's going to be the dangerous cold, but there could be quite a bit of snow in the east. The lake effect snow could happen in the Midwest. Let me take a break. And if we get enough cold air, that could bring some snow even into parts of the South. But that's a long shot. And, you know, we're getting closer to spring, and I think we're going to see more. And what we've got to watch back here is severe weather. In fact, I had my first thunderstorms in 2 months here, Tom. We had about 1/4 inch of rain, and I had about 70 lightning strikes last night. Heard some thunder, heard it rain, and our high was reached early this morning here. It was reached, early in the morning at 65 degrees. And right now it is, let me see what it is here real quick. I know I'm going longer than I thought. It's only 51.6 right now, so we're about 20 degrees cooler right now. It was 71 at this hour yesterday, and yesterday's high was 76. I think our high has already been reached for the day, but our low has not been reached. Our low so far has only been about 49.3 or 47.3. But I think it's going to get much colder than that tonight, and it's going to be chilly through the weekend, with temperatures on Monday not getting out of the 30s here. But then it'll warm up toward the middle and end of next week. Back to you, sir, WB6BJ.
Okay, Mark. Yeah, WB6BJN and N6H for the Coffee Break Net. All right, very good. Well, it seems like, weather is going, flipping back and forth there. So, yeah, you're getting 71 yesterday, and now you're down to 51. Yeah, that's a 20-degree change, and it's like it's even going to go lower than that. So stay bundled up, stay warm back there, and hopefully you enjoy your Friday and enjoy the weekend. Hopefully you don't have a lot of plans outside there, and you can kind of stay in and enjoy the warmth there. All right, Mark. Well, thank you for giving us the report there. We'll look forward here to having some change of weather here. The storm coming in here on the West Coast here on Tuesday, and at least it'll be a warmer one, which is nice, so we don't have to deal with all the cold. So, of course, we're talking about cold being in the mid-30s when other people were, getting much colder than that. All right, well, thanks for that, Mark, and you and Sarah have a great weekend. WB6BJN and N6H.
Yeah, thanks there, Tom. And Tom, I want to thank you for keeping and helping keeping the system running for the Coffee Break Net. You guys chased down problems the other day, and you and Patrick and a few other people do a great job at taking care of things that happen on the system here. And I just want to thank you from back here for doing that. You guys do a great job there. Go ahead.
Thanks for that, Mark. Yeah, with Brian and Doug are the ones that are kind of in the vault a lot. I'm kind of remote and kind of just helping out there. But yeah, it takes a village to do that stuff, and little gremlins and stuff kind of peek up here and there, and it's a good learning experience too. But yeah, we're trying to keep things going and flowing. Yeah, so far the voter system that we have has been working out pretty well. We get a little glitches here and there, which we're kind of fighting through. So, but anyway, thank you for that, Mark. WB6BJN and N6H.
Very good. And good morning to Brett, and good morning to Jimmy, and good morning to Bonnie, and your mom there, Brett, and good morning to Dee Dee, and good morning to everybody listening and talking on the radio this morning. Everybody have a blessed day. Tom, take care from Sarah and I. Everybody have a great weekend coming up. WB6BJ. All right, well, 7-3's Mark, and yeah, you and Sarah have a great weekend, and thanks for giving us the weather.
Next up, Daniel, N9MUF. Good morning, and Aloha Friday.
Good morning, Tom in the net, and a thank you to Mark for the wonderful weather. Mark can always go in front of me as long as he predicts good weather, which unfortunately I know he's not able to do for Illinois this weekend. We've got cloudy skies right now, rather windy out. The good thing, though, is an emergency fence. Well, I can't really call it a repair, more of a do what we need to do to keep it from falling down has been holding in the wind. So I'll take that for the win.
Well, yeah, seems like you have to deal with a lot of those things there. Well, hopefully you have not going to have a major storm and stuff to deal with this weekend, and maybe get ready for a POTA on Monday.
It's supposed to be even colder on Monday, and there are a few things I want to do around the house to help get ready for a POTA. I'm trying to figure out how to trim the kit down so that if I wanted to, I could do a one-bag POTA. Right now I've got 3 bags that I'm using, one for the computer, one for the radio, and one for the antenna. I'm just trying to figure out how to trim everything down if I just want to do a very easy, lightweight CW POTA.
Seems like a challenge, and you can probably got the weekend to kind of figure that out, and maybe get rid of some things and stuff. I don't know. One of the things that I always do, like when I go camping or something like that, is I have a list of things that I want to take with me, and then when I kind of cross things off the list that I probably wouldn't need the next time. Like things that are you're always over prepared and stuff like that. Well, you can kind of maybe help figure out just what you don't need the next time. So maybe you can do something like that.
That's kind of what I'm looking at, and also just figuring out how to get it small enough so I could throw it inside into any one of the motorcycles. And if I go out for a ride, since I do ride by several of the parks quite often, it would just be very easy to duck in there and have a quick hit and run.
Want to get it down from 3 bags to 1 bag, maybe you get a bigger bag.
No, I'm thinking ditch the antenna bag, ditch the computer bag, and just narrow everything down so that I've got probably a smaller antenna. I'm liking the looks of the Elecraft's portable antenna. It's definitely a compromise, but isn't every antenna a compromise of some sort?
Pretty much, unless you get a full-length resonant antenna, which typically is harder to put up, and usually. But yeah, I think most of the POTA type is all compromise stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, and all of that would easily fit into the radio bag, and just trying to, like I said, get something that I can permanently and very easily either throw into the motorcycle or into a backpack, since I've got a good backpack for riding one of the bikes. It doesn't have a luggage rack or saddlebags on it, so I've got to be careful how I pack on that one.
Well, it sounds like a good exercise for this weekend to figure all that stuff out there, and then to enjoy that. So yeah, I think the goal probably every time you go out is just to improve on what you're taking and bring it to the bare necessities.
That's kind of what I'm doing. Right now I've been doing FT8, FT4, just because that's something that my son can get involved in, and he can see the contacts and everything and use some of the software that I've written for it. And I want to make sure that I've got a decoder on it as well, so that as we shift from digital modes over to CW, he doesn't feel left out in the dust. He's got my MP3s from W5YI for learning the code, and we'll see how he does with that. Other than that, let's see. There's a the slow speed contest, K1 USN, coming up this afternoon. That'll be a lot of fun. And I confirmed when the company I was with shut down the offices here in Chicago, they gave us an opportunity, basically, if it's not glued to the floor or bolted to the floor, feel free to grab it. And so one of the things I grabbed a couple of years ago was a nice little projector and plugged it in this morning and confirmed that it'll be working, so I'll be using that to help teach the class tomorrow. I've reached out to the person who usually hauls the projectors and said, you know, you can haul one less projector. And it'll also be nice because the resolution on my projector is much sharper, so that'll go better for some of the demonstrations.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I didn't realize that you were teaching a class tomorrow. So is this the continuation of the classes that you did last week? So is it a kind of a weekly thing now?
Our club, like your club, teaches the general, or teaches, well, we do it Q1 as well. We do the tech, general, and extra. And last week I taught the extra portion of the digital section and also did a little add-on for the techs on some of the gear and how a phone could be used. And tomorrow I am teaching the general section on digital operation.
Okay, so you don't run them consecutive like right now, like ours is just running, they have 12, I think it has 12 classes of the extra class. So you actually run the general and the extras concurrently?
We do. We've got access to the fire department and in Westmont, and they've given us access to 3 classrooms, and we've got enough volunteers to teach all 3 classes concurrently.
Very good. So is your son signed up for one of the classes so that he can get his license?
He already took it several years ago, tested, had trouble with the math, and got a little frustrated with it. So this is kind of more of a, that's one of the things I'm hoping he picks up on the POTA is that he gets interested in again and gets a little more, and, you know, it's been a few years. He's gotten his math up to speed, so he should have some more confidence in tackling it. He's like I said, he's not the greatest when it comes to math, and I want to work with him on it, and he'll get there. But, you know, if I need to teach him personally and use some of the tricks that I used when learning the extra, more than happy to do it, because I didn't take the class for the extra. I used, again, the W6EK CDs since I was working at a place about an hour and a half away from my house by car, and I just popped the CDs in and listened to CDs going up and coming back.
Okay, very good. Well, yeah, whatever works here. So, yeah, I figured with all, I mean, he seems to have an interest in the radio stuff, so I thought he could be getting his license done. All right, very good there, Daniel. Well, you enjoy teaching the class tomorrow and enjoy getting things set up for maybe a POTA on Monday, even though it might be cold there, but or maybe you can get something a warmer day to do it.
I just always like to make sure that the instant I return from the POTA, I'm getting everything charged up and turned around so that I can go out immediately. I really dislike preparation right before you're going to do something. I'm one of these people that will fill the lawnmower up after mowing the lawn or reorganize. So when it's time to head out, I can just grab and go. And my POTA gear is the same way. I just need to grab the 3 bags, pop the computer, which I keep on a charger, into the bag, and we're off and running.
Okay, very good. Well, it sounds like you are prepared, so enjoy that and enjoy your classes. And I'll go ahead here and move on, but say 7-3 there, and also hopefully you can stay warm back there in Chicago. N9 MUF and then 6H.
got wood-burning cats, and if needed, we can also just, that's the reason they've got a 3-dog night, is that if you need all 3 dogs to stay warm, so we'll manage with 2 dogs and a cat. I think we'll survive. 7-3U in the net, Tom, and 9MUF.
Right, very good there, Daniel. Enjoy your 3-dog night or 2 dogs and a cat. Okay, 7-3. Clearing with N9MUF. Next I have Larry, Trucker Larry, it says here, KJ5HHT. Good morning. I don't think we've talked before, but I've heard you check into the net before.
Good morning, Tom and everybody on the net. Here's Trucker Larry from Houston, Texas. I am currently east of Tallahassee, Florida. Temperature is 72 degrees, a little bit of overcast. Spots of sun every once in a while, but for the most part, it's kind of trying to hide today. I was just wanting to make a couple of comments and just tell you guys about myself. I haven't really done it that much being on here. I'm a 2-year licensed general, new to the hobby. The funny thing is I have no electronics background. I have no IT background. I was on YouTube one night and a couple of ham radio videos come across my feed, and I caught the ham radio flu. So here we are. The funny thing is, I picked it up, and my wife is like, "Why do you do that? You don't do anything like that or know anything." I was like, "But I want to." So, anyways, I will be going home around like March 8th or the next weekend, and it will be my first POTA event. I have a G90 with a 27-foot vertical with radials that I will be trying. So if you guys do hear me out there, give a shout, help me out. First time, kind of nervous, of course, but it is what it is. But I drive a pneumatic tanker. I'm over the road. I'm out 2 or 3 months at a time, and I deliver plastic pellets to bottle-making facilities, formed plastics. We vacuum it on with the vacuum on the driver's side of the catwalk of the truck, and then we blow it off with the blower that's on the passenger side, and usually about 10, 15 PSI. So if I miss the morning nets a little more frequently because business is starting to pick back up and the closer it gets to summer, it's because I'm either unloading or loading, and you pretty much have to pay attention to that. And I have an application in with the Uniontown Amateur Radio Club in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. I don't know if K3VGM is anywhere close to there. I have no idea, but so I'm just waiting to hear back from that. I've got a couple of readings to do, and then I'll be voted in, hopefully. But that's about it. Oh, I also wanted to make a comment for I can't remember his call sign, SLE with the frozen doors. If you start the remote starter, does it cut off after the 10 or 15 minute time limit? Then do you have to restart it or not? It's just a funny question that popped in my head when he was talking about that. Go ahead.
Okay, very good there, Larry. Well, let me ask, that was Graydon, KC6SLE. Graydon, are you still listening?
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard the question there, but Larry, Trucker Larry was asking about it, the timer that you're using when you use the remote control to turn on the heater inside your vehicle there. Does it shut off after 15 minutes? You have to restart it, or does it keep going?
Yeah, it's on a timer. The factory default is 10 minutes, so after 10 minutes it turns itself off. And the lawyers have it set up so that you can't you have to cycle a vehicle. You can't do another 10 minutes without unlocking the vehicle and relocking the vehicle. I think they do that so that you don't park the vehicle in the garage and sit in it until you suffocate. I think it's something to do with people trying to commit suicide in their cars. So that's a sad fact, but it's a reality. I think I can go into the menu system and change the amount of time, but I don't think it's more than 15 minutes. KC6, SLE.
Okay, very good there. Thanks for that, grade. And so anyway, back to you there, Larry, in case you have a question.
No question. I was just curious. Thanks for indulging me.
Okay, very good there. Thanks, Graydon. It's like you're maybe on the road there. I hear you kind of a little bit scratchy. All right, Larry. Well, very good. Well, congratulations. 2 years being a general, and also going to be doing your first POTA there. Very good. Well, nothing really to be scared about there. It's just a matter of getting out there and just kind of doing it. And a lot of people do that and find that it's just a fun event there with your G90. So very good. Do you actually HF work from the road? You say you have a G90. Do you do anything from your cab or when you're on the road for 3 months?
I have. It's been a couple of months where I've kind of been a little busy, and at the end of the day, when you've been driving for 10, 11 hours a day, that really and truly the last thing you want to do is set something up, because I don't have a permanent situation set up yet. I am working towards that. I have a new Flash Forge 5M Adventurer Pro M, something like that. 3D printer at the house, and that radio is not very wide, so for the mounts that I've got for my CB radio, I'll just have to print out some spacers and use longer bolts to mount it in there, and then I'll have a permanent, to where I can just turn it on and get started and not have to pull it out, set it up, attach the antenna to it, and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's been a couple of months since the last time I've made a HF contact. I'm not going to lie, I've kind of been slacking, but like I said, you get tired, you get tired. And I'm also studying for extra too, and that's smoking my brain, really. I'm trying to get it. I'm at 64% on some of the practice tests, so I'm chugging along at it. And on a side note, I do have I don't know if it would be a connection or whatever, but I spent probably 8 or 9 years with my mother and father. My father was an Air Force veteran. We spent some time in Edwards Air Force Base, 8 or 9 years over there. And I will say that was the funnest time I've had as a kid, because I would go to school, come home, jump on my motorcycle, go meet my friends in the desert, and get into mischief. You know how that goes. But, all right, well, that's all I've got for the net today. Glad I could make it in, and I'll try to make it in on a little more frequent basis. This is KJ5HHT 73s. Back to you.
KO6MMI, comment?
Go ahead, comment.
Hey, Trucker Larry, this is Jeff, KO6MMI. I am also studying for extra. I just want to give you some encouragement, my guy. It is tough, but you will do it. You already passed all the others. You're going to get this one, man.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for that. I need it, because I'm kind of struggling. And like I said, with, wanting to get on the radio at night, if you get tired, you're tired. And sometimes I can study not as much as I want to, because if I was home every night, I could study 2 or 3 hours on it and keep it continuous and going. But there's times where I've finished the day, heated up food, ate it, started a video on YouTube, and then the next thing I remember, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. The YouTube's still going, the lights are still on, my curtains aren't pulled, I'm still dressed in my uniform from the day, and it just happens like that. But thank you for the encouragement. I'm going to keep plugging at it, and I'm not going to give up. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and here and take it. All right, very good. Well, good to hear that, Larry, and thanks for the encouragement there from Jeff. But yeah, so Larry, good to hear that. And yeah, so right now, at the club we have Orion AI6JB. He and his group teach an extra class, which is a 12-week class. They do it every night, every Tuesday nights. But you're probably a little late for that, but that's also a good way to do it, getting somebody just kind of teaching all the different theories, things where you can ask questions, stuff like that. But doing the self-study stuff, I commend you for that, and good luck with that. And yeah, just keep going, keep plugging. I do realize, like you say, you work all day or driving all day, then at night it's a little bit tough to try to sit there and do all that studying. So, but anyway, good luck to you, and thank you for giving us a good kind of a background on what you're doing there, and being an over the road trucker there for 3 months at a time is it's going to be a little bit tough there, being away from home for so long. So anyway, I commend you on that. All right, well, 7-3 to you, and you take care there, and thanks for checking in, and good to talk to you. KJ5HHT and then 6H for the Coffee Break Net.
Well, thank you in 73s. I'll try to be on here a little more often if situation permits.
All right, very good there, Larry. Thanks for checking in. And KO6MMI, Jeff, I had called you before, but I didn't get an answer. So do you have anything for the net this morning?
Yeah, thank you, Tom. I was just going to do a quick in and out. I don't know what happened with my radio at that time. It just went quiet. And, turned it off, turned it back on, and it seemed like everything was working fine. I caught you at the end saying you were going to set me on the log, and I figured, just enjoy the listening. But dropped the kid off at school, went and got some coffee, brought that home. Me and the wife are enjoying the coffee break with our coffee. And just wanted to wish everyone a happy Aloha Friday as well. Yeah, y'all have a wonderful time out there. Enjoy the weekend. All the best from us. 73 to you and yours. KO6MMI, clear, monitoring.
All right, very good there, Jeff. Well, I'm glad we got you back in there, and yeah, thanks for the encouragement there to Larry about and good luck to you too on your extra class studying. I know it can be tough, but just hang in there, like you said. All right, and yeah, I'm glad that you have your coffee with a Coffee Break Net. That is one of the requirements, coffee or tea. Anyway, you take care there and stay warm. So clearing with KO6MMI. Next I have Jeff, another Jeff, KW6U. Good morning, Jeff, and Aloha Friday.
Oh, good morning, Tom. KW6U. Aloha Friday to all. I was just waiting around here this morning waiting for it to warm up a little bit to go for a hike, and about ready to kick off here in a little bit. So listening to the net, been enjoying it this morning.
Okay, very good. Well, I know you're getting ready for a big hike there, so I'm just curious how far you're going to be hiking today.
Well, it's a light day today. I had a gym day yesterday, so I'll only do about 6 miles.
That's still pretty good there, yeah. I can definitely say you want to warm up a little bit. Yeah, it's 43 here, so it's probably a little colder up there in Auburn.
Yeah, I'll start out a little bit cold, but it won't take long before I warm up and I'll be down to a t-shirt, but we'll see how it goes. That's just the way it is. You hike in cold anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of getting myself up and out the door to begin with. That's the hard part. But it's about time for me to go, and so I'll go ahead and head out there, and I'll probably I'll catch you next time. Thanks for running the net this morning. Appreciate it. Aloha Friday. This is KW6U 73.
Very good there, Jeff. Yeah, KW6U and N6H. Very good. Yeah, and you can catch Jeff on Sunday mornings. He's a coffee break host on Sunday mornings, so you can catch him at 7:30. So looking forward to that, Jeff. Anyway, have a great hike there and be safe there out on the trail. So clearing with KW6U. Next, Frank, KG6NLW. Last time you tried to check in, there was no audio, so hopefully that's fixed.
Well, good morning, Tom and Net. Oh, no. Okay, we'll do it this way. Good morning, Tom and Net. Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey. And not a whole lot going on this week. We are live, of course, to YouTube, and there's about 10 people watching currently. So lots of fun, and Trucker Larry is and/or was one of them. He is usually in chat. By the way, this morning, somewhere between Ed, KB6ED, and Brett, KB6LUV, Echolink wasn't working, and the All-Star side got rebooted. So, but Echolink's now working because that's how Larry comes in. So I don't know what was going on there, but the system got a reboot about halfway through there. Not much else going on. As I said, I have it live and about 10 people watching this morning. And this afternoon at 5 p.m. local, I have Fridays with Frank, and today we're bringing Freddie Matt, KD5FMU, your ham radio crusader, on for some All-Star stuff. So if you're interested in All-Star and how things are set up, I have a few hot topic buttons I'm going to talk to him about. I have one of the All-Scan ANH 100s here, and I have a couple issues with it, and we're going to work it out today. Is it going to take an hour? Is it going to take 2? Come on by at 5 p.m. Pacific and find out. With that, Tom, I hope everybody on the Coffee Break Net has a great morning, a great day, and as Vince up there in him Smarter with VE6LK says, good after evening noon, y'all. We'll see you later. NN6H, KG6NLW. Good morning, Tom.
All right, very good there, Frank. Good morning to you. And yeah, I do see that we had, or it looks like around 8:06, 8:05 this morning, 8:09, we had a reboot here, of the system. So have a reconnection there, so I'm not quite sure about what that was about. And I can read through an All-Star, so I hope I didn't hear anybody not come back to me, so I was hoping, well, that was about the time you mentioned between KB6ED and KB6LUV. That would have been Jeff, KO6MMI, and he didn't come back when I called him, so, and he said everything went quiet, so that may have been the time that it happened. All right. Thanks for letting me know about that. All right, very good. Well, I hope you get your All-Star issue resolved, and it's like you're going to have that on your YouTube. If you don't get it resolved, we also have an All Nodes net that we do on this repeater every Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and it goes for an hour, and it's hosted by myself and also Patrick and 2DYI, and we talk about all things node-related. About All-Star, M1KE, Clear Node, all those things come up, and even the All-Scan stuff we've talked about before, like especially the 200, the new one they have. So very good. You can always join us for that. All right, and we'll talk to you next time. Anyway, thanks for that. So this is, I'll go ahead and clear with KG6NLW. This is NN6H Tom for the Coffee Break Net. And, we'll go ahead here. I do want to remind people that tonight we have Friday Night Trivia, 7:30 Pacific Time, and hosted by Dawn and Simone. They will be doing the trivia tonight. So it's always the first and third Friday of the month for Friday Night Trivia. And then, we'll go ahead and I'll take more check-ins here. I'll take Rag Chew or In and Out. Who's out there for check-ins? NN6H.
KA6 UAI, In and Out.
November 2, Zulu Juliet Bravo, in and out.
KO6MJL.
Okay, I got KO6MJL. I have N2ZJB, Zulu Juliet Bravo, and I have KA6UAI. And there was a weak RF station there. I think it might have, the voice might have been Matt, IMP. Is that Matt? Okay. Who was the audio the RF station that was trying to check in? All I got there was November 6th, and something Sierra. Can anybody can give me a relay on that? Yeah, I am afraid that you're just not coming through. You're not holding the repeater enough to be able to for me to make out what it is there. Maybe I'll come back to you after I talk to these other people here, and maybe you can be in a better location or somehow boost power or move an antenna or whatever. All right. Anybody else that I'm missing from this group?
Tom, I was hearing Kilo 6 Sierra something there.
Okay, Frank. Thanks. I'll give him a call afterwards here, and maybe he can improve things. Okay, thanks a lot for that. All right. So let me go to the top here. I got for Ron from In and Out, KA6UAI. Aloha Friday.
KA6UAI. Happy Aloha Friday. I just realized how difficult it's going to be working today since my glasses lost one lens somewhere and the other one popped out and the screw is gone for the ones I look at the screen with, so maybe that's I'll have to call Palhana early today, who knows. But yeah, I'm just getting ready for a court Zoom meeting hearing, so I don't really get ready for it. I just want to make sure I log in on time, but everything's all set to go. And trying to get a few other little things done quickly here before that time comes up. And of course, Fridays about this time, there's a guy that mows the yards, and he will be hovering with the lawnmower right outside the window, I'm sure, about the time my meeting is called, so that should be interesting.
Okay, very good. Well, yeah, I think it's a lot better these days. I guess after COVID, a lot of the courts and stuff now, everything is on Zoom and stuff, so it probably makes it a little bit simpler there. At least don't have to travel and stuff. And yeah, sorry about your glasses there. I hope that you can find all the stuff for that.
Well, I guess one lens that I don't really use with those glasses I don't need for that distance has been gone for some time. The other one that I actually see with is the one that just popped out. I don't know when the other one left the building here, but it may be in a pocket somewhere, or who knows, anywhere in the house, or maybe the dogs took it out in the backyard and buried it. I don't know, but it's time for some new ones anyway. Yeah, it's funny, when COVID happened and they had a kind of a panic attack at the courthouse, they closed the whole thing down, the whole building, by the district court order, and that kind of fouled things up for everybody. It took them a while to get down to the phone method of doing things, and then they
finally ordered that the meeting rooms were permanently closed and the trustee meetings would all be by Zoom. And that started almost 2 years ago. But people were saying, how do you do things by phone with clients? Well, I've been doing that since around 1990 because back then I covered most of the Bay Area, really all the way up from Eureka down past Monterey and everything but Sacramento all along the coast. And, I couldn't travel. We had the company I worked for had 11 active offices plus my bankruptcy office. And everything got converted to phone back then, and it seems normal, had no problem, and I haven't had a in-person meeting for several years now, and there's no need for it. Everybody loves talking on the phone, looking at paperwork on their computer screen, and attending the meetings by Zoom, so it makes it a lot easier for everyone.
Can definitely see that, especially not having to travel and do all that stuff. And yeah, COVID kind of changed things. But yeah, it's like you were ahead of the curve there, doing that beforehand. So and you got used to that. Very good. Okay, well, yeah, it sounds like also on your glasses there, it is a time for getting a new pair. Yeah, I think I would have gotten a new pair once I've lost the one lens there. It's like you've put that off for a while there. So good luck with that there, Ron.
Well, the sad thing about that first lens is I didn't realize it was gone until the other one fell out. But, it's not used much, just sitting here at the desk. Anyway, I'll let you get back to the net. I'm going to get through a few quick things here and maybe have 3 minutes of shopping in between all the rest of this. I'm waiting for a part to get here. So go check the Sierra conditions and see if it's getting over the hill. Everyone have a great Aloha Friday. And 73EK6UAI.
Okay, very good. Would this by chance be coming from DX Engineering?
Yes, that's the one. I got one of those res adapters. It's similar to the Chameleon blank SO239 adapter to connect a coax up to the vertical. But they have been out of stock for now about 2 months, and they think they might have them made in another month, but they're not really sure, and no one will answer that question. Are you making them? Is somebody making them? Well, we can't really can't answer that at the moment. So, I bought something else for considerably less money, and it's really the same thing. It doesn't have the female connector on the top. You have to add a piece because it's got a stud there. That's okay. It's shorter overall, even with both of the studs on it. So it'll work out. Have my nice little tripod, and we'll see about how that integrates into my lightweight airline travel setup.
Okay, very good. Yeah, when you mentioned about waiting for it to come over the hill with the Sierras there, I was thinking, well, I know that DX Engineering is in Reno, so I thought maybe you had got something from them. All right, very good. Well, good luck with getting your kit going. It's like you're getting close to getting finished there, so very good. Well, you take care there, Ron, and 7-3 to you and Lori, and you take care of KA6UAI and N6H.
7-3, KA6UAI.
All right, moving on down here, I got N2ZJB, Zulu Juliet Bravo. I don't have a name. Is this the first time in the Coffee Break Net?
Roger. N2ZJB. I understand it's a mouthful, and even the net controls on our side of the States is having a difficult time once in a while, even though they've heard me many times. Name here is Ben. I'm somewhere in New Jersey, Central Jersey, and it's my first time on the net. You're correct, and I just wanted to pop in, say hello. Greetings from your East Coast Ham brothers, and I just hope they don't, think of me too forward or pretentious. But I just like to extend our greetings to you guys and a pleasant good morning. That's about it. 73 N2ZJB.
right, very good there, guy. N2 Zulu Juliet Bravo. Very good. Yeah, well, phonetics are always nice for especially that kind of call sign. Very good there, Ben. Well, welcome to the Coffee Break Net. We do this every morning from, I guess from your time it would be 10:30. Well, we do it we're actually from 7:30 until 10 Pacific time, so that would be 10:30 your time. Welcome to join us. We do it 7 days a week, every day of the year, except for a few exceptions when we convert the repeater over for some races and stuff we do here in the Auburn area, Northern California. So I'm just curious there, Ben, how did you hear about the Coffee Break Net?
I have AllScan connected to my AllStar node, and when AllScan gets installed, it has some default notes there, courtesy of David, who wrote AllScan, as everybody knows. And I just, went through each and every one, and then just selected the ones that are I can hook up with and talk to people, and then trim down the list. And yours, and glad to say that your group made the list. Hi, to ZJV.
Okay, very good there, Ben. Well, I'm glad we made the list, and hope that you can come back and join us again. I could say we do this every morning, so it's something that when people start listening, they get kind of addicted to it. And even when I'm not hosting the net, I listen to it in the morning. It's on in the background. And there's occasionally when it's not on for some reason, it seems like there's a void in my day, in my morning. So I hope that you make it a habit too. All right, thanks, Ben. Nice to meet you. And you stay safe there, someplace back in New Jersey. Hopefully you know where you are there. Have fun. And be careful. All right, so continuing with N2ZJB. Next up I have KO6MJL. Jamie, good morning and Aloha Friday.
Good morning to the net and everybody out there. Calling from Salinas, California, just stopping by saying hello.
Well, hello there, Jamie. You're coming through okay, so good morning to you. Anything for the net this morning?
Nothing much, just stopping by, saying hi, seeing who's on, trying to get this thing down. I barely got my license like a month ago, so I'm just checking all the nets, seeing what's out there, what I can do so far.
Okay, very good. Well, congratulations on getting your license there, and pushing the push to talk and talking. I know that you're coming through on Echolink there, but very good. So hopefully you can. Well, you've been here before because I think you popped up here on my list here. So hope you have a good day there, and I hope you check in again.
Thank you. KO6NJL 73.
Right, yeah, KO6MJL 73 to you too, and thanks for checking in. You have a good Friday. All right, let me go to that RF station that I was trying to get to before, and Frank thinks it was KK6S something, but the station I was trying to check in before, maybe you can give it another shot there.
Yeah, this is AI6US Break.
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, go ahead and take some internet traffic for a little bit. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but somebody is jamming up the voter system. So I of taking it offline until that clears.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing a weird, strange error where it's failing to post to AllStarLink. That's weird. Okay. Very good. Okay. So let me go ahead here and take some more stations here. I think the RF part of it's down for right now, so we'll take some internet stations on AllStar or Echolink. So who's out there for check-ins? This is Tom in N6H.
For LGI in and out.
N2 DYI. Okay, I got N2 DYI coming through stealthily, and I got K4 LGI Sam. Anybody else I'm missing for check-ins?
Yeah, internet only. Internet only.
Let's go to Denver, K4 LGI. Good morning. Oh, I see Brian. Brian, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I saw a couple stations appearing to try checking in via RF, and RF is a shut-off at this time due to some jamming going on. So, yeah, this is, I just made an announcement that it was internet stations only for check-in at this time.
Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, so yeah, we're just doing internet for right now. All right, go to Sam, K4 LGI. Good morning, Sam. How are things in Denver?
Well, Tom, things are very cold here. I was when I got up, and I think it might peak around 30 or so, 32, whatever. And then get for an hour, then go right back down. So nothing here but cold feet, I guess, here in Denver. Cruising the internet, looking around for that information on that Arizona thing, and they said there might be a press conference today, and one video said they have a link, a DNA link to the person there in the doorway. So we'll find out if that's true or not here in a couple of hours. They're dealing with the kidnapping scene down there. Other than that, hanging out and listening and trying to stay inside and not do too much today. That sort of thing. So back to you there. See you later, I guess. K4 LGI.
Hey, very good there, Sam. Yeah, that Guthrie kidnapping thing has been going on for a long time there. I hope they have a good outcome there. So, are you in McDonald's, or are you actually back home, or where are you coming from?
I'm inside of the building here, a public building, so my ankles, my Achilles, whatever heel on my left foot's kind of sore, so I had to cut back my motions today to try to get that recovered. And it's kind of cold out there. I'm getting over the second deal with the cough pretty quickly, so that helps out pretty good. Thank you very much for letting me check in here, and maybe they get the satellite system going there, K4 LGI.
And well, good. Whoops, something just fell. Oh, that's weird. Must have a ghost here. Yeah, you take care there, Sam, and thanks for checking in, and I hope that your heel and stuff is better, and you're getting over your cold there. All right, 7-3s, and thanks for checking in, and stay warm. Clearing with K4 LGI. Next, going to North Carolina into DIY and N6H, or DYI.
Hey, good morning, Tom. Almost 1 o'clock.
I'm not going to make this too long. I don't have too much for the net. I'm just kind of curious to see if I am sounding terrible and doing bad things. I checked in with this node the other day, and it locked up and gave me a bunch of packet loss and did some weird stuff. And I'm trying to figure out if that was a temporary thing or if this node is just being a bad and terrible misbehaving person. So I'm coming in the other way. Yeah, that way. Just want to see if that makes any difference.
Well, your transmission is solid and your audio sounds good, and I don't have any issues with your broadcast.
Okay, yeah, when I checked in with Brian on Wednesday, it was choppy on the outbound in a very strange way, and it locked up in a way that I've never seen before. Brian could not drop me. I think it timed out eventually, but it went one way, and then eventually it dropped, and it hung the node for a few seconds, and Brian tried to disconnect me, and it just was like, nope, you are not going to be disconnected. Fortunately, I was not hanging it up for too long, but it still showed that I was connected and still keyed when I was neither of those things for quite a while. It was kind of strange.
Well, you're coming through on, I see you on, I don't see you on Superline because your node number is not showing up, so I'm not sure how he could try to drop you because there's no node number to select to drop.
At the time, I was coming in the normal way. Now I'm coming in the very, very direct way. The very direct way. You know that way. So, yeah, a little bit of a different thing, but my node is there. It's just because of the way now I understand why your code doesn't display me when I come in very, very direct to 51018. I'm not on any of the virtuals.
Yeah, I thought that even if you came through on the 51018 that it would show up, but it doesn't. Brian, what was your comment?
Yeah, the rest of the story after Patrick had locked up his node on our system, eventually it just kept compounding, and we actually had to reboot our complete system. So yeah, who knows what happened there? But yeah, his node was definitely showing up, and when it went to drop it, it refused to be dropped. It stayed keyed up, and then we probably about halfway through the next QSO, we had to shut down the whole system and power cycle everything. It was a crazy thing, Patrick. AI 6US back to monitoring.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for that, Brian. And just for kind of FYI for you there, Patrick, I was just looking at the log here off our voter stuff when Brian said that he disconnected the voter stuff. I'm seeing a bunch of warnings here that's saying that it's failing to post to AllStarLink.org, unhandled nodes, failed with error, failed to connect. Anyway, for stats.allstarlink. Anyway, there's like about a dozen of them in a row there, which is I've never seen before here.
It sounds a little better coming in than it did the other day as well, so I was just kind of curious to see if it would do that again, doing that in a way that hopefully would be a little more recoverable. That was really, really strange.
Well, I mean, your broadcast, you're coming into there no problem, no drop packets, audio sounds good.
Okay, cool. Yep, just using an HT. Don't really actually have too much for the net. Went to the dentist yesterday, checked in with Theta just after I got back home. I still had a little bit of Novocaine accent. Actually, it's kind of funny because I have a thing for diction, and I've learned to control that under some pretty adverse conditions. Not necessarily for any particular reason, just because that's just sort of the thing to do. And the folks at the office were kind of shocked that I was still speaking as clearly as I was after they had shot me up, so that was fun.
defy all odds. Okay, well, hopefully that's moving along there, and that's getting resolved.
Comment.
Well, the next time I have to get stuff cleaned, everything looks good. Everything went well yesterday, so hopefully I won't have to see them again for a while.
Okay, very good. Frank, did you have a comment?
I did. Hey, Armand says hello to you, WB2ZEI. He hasn't heard you in a month of Sundays, and I was talking to him last night, and he wanted to say hello to you. So if you have his info, maybe reach out and say hello back to him.
Oh, man, yeah, it's been forever. It's been forever since we've talked. I think maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years. At some point I'll have to get on his net.
Well, here's the fun thing about that, Patrick. I'm currently running the NorCal swap on Thursday nights, and IRLP is no longer up and operational on that repeater, so it's literally RF only, unless you come over to the live stream on Thursdays. But if you have his contact info, I'd highly suggest reaching out to him.
If I can get to a repeater in the greater Sacramento area or north of it, I can probably still get there. That's how I did last time. I've got access to a remote radio in the region. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. Thanks, Frank.
Of course. Hearing you sparked my memory from last night, not even 12 hours ago, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should let Patrick know. Thanks, KG6NLW.
Okay, very good. A quick question for you, Frank. Is Armand still doing the 40-meter net? I think he does it at noontime or something on the weekends. Is that still being done or not?
So the West Coast swap service is still going on, 11:30 to 2 Saturday and Sunday. Armand is not part of that. He had an issue with his antenna on 40 years or so ago, and he hasn't been able to do it in a while. And right now he has zero access to his Radio Shack. I'm not going to give much more detail than that, but interested in back-end stuff, feel free to reach out to me. I'm good on QRZ. Same for you, Patrick. So, yeah, it's still there. Armand's just not doing it. It's Larry, Chris, and Brian, I think it is the other one. Yeah, there's still three of them doing it, but Armand's not in it right now.
Okay, yeah, well, I just kind of wondered. I haven't heard that for years. They used to simulcast that on one of our local 2-meter repeaters, and I used to listen to it in the area here. All right, very good. Well, thanks, Frank. Patrick, back to you.
All right, well, I really don't have much else, so I will turn it back to you. No, turn it back to you. No, back to you. Yeah, I don't have much else. I'll let you get on with the rest of the net, Tom. Everyone have a great day for the rest of the day, and we'll catch you tomorrow in N6H and 2DYI.
Okay, very good there, Patrick. Yeah, and we'll also catch you on the All Nodes Net. I guess you'll be doing the hosting for All Nodes Net, which is on Monday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we talk about all things node related, and you're a great resource for that. So looking forward to that this Monday. All right, thank you. You have a great day, and yeah, and I like I say, your node situation right now is coming through fine. I mean, every transmission has been solid and audio is good. So thumbs up to you there, 5-9 copy. So this is Tom, and then 6H, and this is, we're getting close to our witching hour here. But so I'll go ahead here and take some, just do outs here, in and outs for the Coffee Break Net, who's out there. And I think we're still, I think we're just doing internet only. I think the RF part of things RF side of things are down. So take internet check-ins for the Coffee Break Net.
On the log, open for all.
Okay, we are accepting RF also, so who's out there?
Kilo Oscar 6, Echo Bravo, Quebec, for the log.
Whiskey Bravo 3, Charlie, Sierra Yankee for the log, thanks.
Kilo Mike for the log. Mike. Kilo Mike 6, Mike for the log, please.
N5 TIN for the log.
Kilo 6, Victor Papa,
Yankee for the log.
For the log. Okay, I wasn't asking for the log, but I got a bunch for the log, so I guess I'll take whatever comes here. I got K6 Victor Papa, I got K5 TIN, I got KM6MM, KI6TC, I got WB3 CSY. Rick, I know you're for the log, but I'm going to come back to you in a second here. Then I got KO6 EBQ Steven for the log. WB3 CSY, I know you were asking the question about the clear node and upgrading to ASL3. What did you decide to do there, Rick?
Well, from the discussion yesterday, I think I'm just going to stay with the ham VoIP for now. I was wondering what Patrick would think of that, and I might just, ask that on Monday night. From what everyone said, if I keep ham VoIP, it'll be okay going to the higher numbers for the node numbers, but I'd still kind of in the back of my mind want to have the latest and greatest thing that's being upgraded all the time. So right now, to answer your question, I did nothing. I'm just waiting. Back to you, Nat. WP3CSY.
Have you? There hasn't mentioned Peter, and Peter just popped up there. NH6FU, go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, for the gentleman who's going to want to try out ASL3, nothing wrong with trying it out. Look up on the Facebook page, and you'll have to figure out the passwords to get into it. However, you can always go back to ham VoIP, which I have done. So it's not a big deal. You can play or not.
Thanks for the info. I appreciate it.
Back to...
Okay, yep, thanks for that, Peter. Yeah, so, there's actually two ways to play for, and what we're talking about is taking an older clear node device, which has ham VoIP on it, and then upgrading it to ASL3, which is being offered now by Node Ventures. There's two ways you can do that. One is you can just contact Gerry Philby at Node Ventures and he can send you an image that you can burn on your own SD card, which doesn't cost anything. Or the other one is, and I think you were doing this thing, Rick, was actually buying the SD card from Node Ventures, which would be a cost. I think it's $50 for that. So that would cost you to play, as Peter would say. Okay, anyway, I'm just curious. But we can talk about it more on the All Nodes Net Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And talk about node type stuff like that. All right, thanks for that. All right, we're getting close. We've got a minute 10, so I will go ahead and take for the log or in and outs for check-ins, NN6H.
Kilo 6 Juliet Whiskey November for the log.
Okay, I got K6 Juliet Whiskey November coming through on the W6GRC Repeater. Can I get a name there, please? I don't recognize the call sign.
Weather conditions. Cloudy. Temperature 45 degrees.
Here's Jim, Juliet, India, Mike, and I'm located in Wilson, California.
Okay, I didn't catch the name there, but is it Kilo 6 Julia India Mike? J-I-M? So I guess maybe the name is Jim.
Yeah, the name is Jim. The call is Kilo 6 Juliet Whiskey November.
Okay, Kilo 6 Juliet Whiskey November. Okay, when I heard Juliet India Mike, that was your... Okay, now I understand. Okay, very good. Welcome to the Coffee Break Net. I don't know if this is the first time, but got you checked in and got you in the log here, so thank you. All right, so anybody else? Log or in and out? NN6H. Okay, hearing none here, I'm going to go ahead and do one last call here in a minute, but I want to first mention that we have tonight, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, on this repeater, W6EK, and also on AllStar 51018 on Echolink. We have Trivia Night hosted by Don and Simone. And be an hour of trivia, so that's always a fun event. So tonight on this repeater at 7:30. Also, we've been mentioning we have our Hamfest, which is coming up on March 28th. Mark that on your calendar. We are looking for people to help volunteer. If you're in the area and you want to volunteer, go to W6EK.org, and there's a sign-up for that page on that. And looking for people that kind of help with parking, help with safety, help with setup and tear down. Basically, it's not a big commitment. Typically, it's a half-a-day event, and you're up there, maybe working for about an hour and then you can enjoy the rest. And there's also an incentive for donut and coffee. So. For volunteers. Anyway, there can be prizes and just a whole bunch of fun, social area there and things. So join us for the Hamfest, which is always a great time in Loomis, California, March 28th. Put that on your calendar. And then we have our monthly breakfast, which is going to be at the end of the month, always the last Saturday of the month, at 7:30 at Mel's Diner. And then I'll be followed by a fox hunt and with a pre-meeting at 9 a.m. in Mel's parking lot. And then at 9:30, the Fox will be turned on, and Marty, KO6GXX, Golf, X-Ray will be the Fox tender. And that's always a fun event, and it's great. Come out for the Fox hunt. You can just bring an HT. You don't need a lot of equipment. If it's your first time, you can hook up with others that have done it before, and they can come and show you the ropes. But it's a good skill to have, and it's also a very fun event. And it should be a good weekend for that. All right. So this is Tom in N6H. I'm going to go ahead here and close things down, but I will do a final call here for check-ins. Log-only check-ins for the Coffee Break Net. Who's out there?
KD9 HPZ for the log.
W8LDT.
Okay, I got W8LDT, then I have KD9HPZ. HPZ, can I get a name there, please?
Sure, Tom. This is Brian in southeast Wisconsin, Milwaukee area. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Brian. Nice to meet you there. Anything for the net this morning?
Nothing much. Just we had some
going across the sky yesterday. Then, of course, south of here in Illinois, Indiana, and into Ohio, it was ramped up a lot more, where they actually had numerous tornado touchdowns and strong winds, large hail, all of that going on. So, yeah, it just seems weird to see lightning here in this region of the country here in February.
Like weather is changing all over the world here and all over the U.S. here. Well, yeah, stay safe with those tornadoes and all that lightning and thunderstorms and all the stuff there. All right, well, you take care, and thanks for checking in. We got you in the log, and good to talk to you, and take care, and be safe. All right, final call for log-only check-ins for the Coffee Break Net. Okay, I thought maybe I'd get Ken over in Twin Falls checking in. Maybe he will in a few minutes here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close things down. I am Tom, NN6H. I have been the net host here for the Coffee Break Net. When I first started out here, it was 39 degrees, and now we're at 48. So we are warming up here in Northern California. All right, I want to thank everyone for being here. Again, I want to remind you that tonight we have Friday night trivia at 7:30 Pacific time on this repeater and nodes. And we have the All Nodes Net, which we'll be doing Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And that'll run for an hour, and that'll be hosted by Patrick into DYI. And it should be a fun event there. All right, and you can also join us every morning for the Coffee Break Net at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time for the Coffee Break Net. And we do this 7 days a week, every day of the year, except for a few exceptions. Join us tomorrow when Orion. No, I guess no, it won't be Orion because Orion is doing the extra class. Normally it's AI6JB, but tomorrow I think will be Gerry and Theta, W6EWF, and W6E will be doing the Coffee Break Net. They generally do it on Thursdays, but they have stepped up to do it on tomorrow for Orion. So join us for that. Okay, I want to wish everyone a great Friday, a great weekend. Stay safe. Hopefully you have some good weather, and be careful there, and hopefully things warm up across the United States here. All right, this is Tom, NN6H. I have been your net host. I want to say 7 threes. Everyone have a great Friday, a great week, and we'll talk to you next time. NN6H will be closing down the net, and this is where the sun is always shining, the birds are singing, and the fish are jumping. 7-3.
7 DFP, Cannon, Twin Falls Mobile.
All right, I was going to hold things off there, Ken, for you to check in and get your lunch selection.